One, GDP growth. When we are comparing issues, we compare apples with apples. Is that not it? Mm-hmm. We've had 8 years. We've had 8 years. So it's only fair that you take our 8 years and take your 8 years. And when you take our 8 years and we take your 8 years, in terms of average growth rate, we are better than you. That's a fact. This is not an opinion. If you take growth rate average, 2009, 10, 11, 12 to 16, and you take 17 to date, we are better than you. If you take inflation, 2009 to date, 8 years, and your 2017 to date, 8 years, we are better than you. End year inflation, we are better than you. Average inflation, we are better than you. Highest inflation, we are better than you. So what are you talking about? Now, what record are you comparing? These are facts. These are not opinions. That the NDC is 8 years. And we've never denounced President Mills. If you don't know, we are very proud of the Mills record. We are very proud of Mohammed's record, both as president and as head of the economic management team.
What is Mills?
Single-digit inflation, you know it. The highest GDP growth rate, infrastructure provision, everything. No, we are better than you.
No, I would like to know.
And that is why under the 8 years, we never defaulted. Now he talks of, and that for me was the issue that I wanted to deal with. Borrowing. Doc, it's not just the two things. It's not just the tenor and the coupon rate. First of all is the quantum. Honey, I'm not sure you will go and borrow $1 billion. Because if you borrow $1 billion, you wouldn't know what to use it for. So the first thing is that what are you borrowing? Two, and most importantly, what are you using the money for? Not the coupon rate. Because if you don't use the money for a productive venture, you can't even pay the coupon rate. So if I borrow and I'm paying 10%, and he borrows same amount, he's paying 5%. He uses the money for high life account, and I use it for productive venture. I'm doing better.
Okay, so you are going beyond the tenure and the coupon rates.
That is not the first. Yeah, okay. What do you use the money for?
Okay.
In 2019, they came to Parliament and borrowed 9 billion. They wanted to use 1 billion to refinance energy sector liabilities. They squandered the money.
Okay.
Go and check. They squandered the money. What did we use our borrowing for? You use the borrowing and you build an airport. You build an interchange. You build a hospital. You build a sugar processing factory. You are adding value. But if you borrow and you apply it to recurrent expenditure,
even at a cheaper rate,
you cannot pay.
But where is that sugar factory?
You don't know. For 7 years.
You don't know you are banning for 7 years, and you 8th year you are saying that you are not going to lease it.
Oh, dog, you want to?
You don't know. You don't know.
But I mean, you sound very interesting. We
borrowed
this morning.
We borrowed. We borrowed.
The way is like, have you seen sugar from there before?
Yes, we process sugar. It came in the market.
I'm asking.
That's a fact.
We
process sugar
have you seen sugar from there on the shelves?
Look, we borrowed and built a share not processing factory in
I don't know, but I went there.
No, I asked you a question.
Don't worry. Don't even worry.
Have you seen sugar on the shelf?
Let's deal with the key issue. Honey,
but I saw it
out of our borrowing.
You were saying we should be very frank here. Be me, and be me this morning.
Don't get distracted.
Have you seen it on the shelf before?
How will you see it when you've crashed it down? You've collapsed it. We borrowed and built a share not processing factory in Bute, the first of its kind, so that we add value to our share not. They assumed office. They appointed an MPP man in charge. He took 5 million. Squandered the money and ran down the Shannon factory. So, Doc, it's not just about the tenor and the coupon rate. What you use the money for, so that it can pay back.
It's there. In fact, I have
that is very, very important.
I have all the details of
and
what
I'm telling you that when you borrow the money, 1 billion that was supposed to go into the energy sector, they squandered the money.
I just wanted to know.
It cannot be accounted for. So that is very, very important. And if you look at the borrowing and its uses, and I get the returns as an MP, they use almost all the money for recurrent expenditure. The Eurobond money, they used all for recurrent expenditure. Tell me one major monumental project that this 11 billion was used for, which can repay the money. Now the tenor, they even moved us into what you call a deep discount bond or a zero coupon bond. So they borrow, say, 700 million and say that in 30 years we'll pay 1 million. The differential of the 300 million is the coupon rate, but they won't pay it today. They want President Mahama to come and pay. But you see, the bottom line, you had a good duration, you had a good coupon rate, you had everything good. Why did you default? That is the key issue. Because the whole issue is that you want to be credit worthy. And I tell you, where these guys have taken us to, it will take years. Because nobody wants to lend money to you. I prefer a country that can borrow at 10% to a country that has a potential of borrowing at 8%, but nobody wants to lend money to that country. That is where we find ourselves in the corner economic quagmire. Okay. Debt to GDP, just to wind up. No, you yourself, I'm using your figures.
Yeah.
That 2013, it was 50%.
No, I did not say it was 50%.
It was what?
I say it was somewhere around 50%.
Okay, somewhere around 50. What's that? You let's agree.
No, I mean, I have the data here. No, I can put the data here.
Yeah, but we have 2015, we have the data, so just refer to
Yeah. So let me give you the data. Let me give you the data. Let me give you the data. In 2012, the actual data. No, it's somewhere in approximation. In fact, I have the data. I have all the figures.
No problem. Let's agree. Let's agree to the point.
The point.
So 2015, what's the data you have?
No, wait. You see, the point I was making.
No, that's a direct question.
No, I answer it. No, I'm going to answer it. You see, honorable, maybe.
You're taking my answer it.
But you took some of honorable. You took some of my time to explain. You see, the point I was making was that if you take the man who says he wants to reset Ghana, that's what honorable you spoke about comparing apples to oranges. I was much particular interest. My interest was in that person who has been president before.
So you're comparing your 8 years with his 4 years. No. You can't do that.
Honorable. No, you see, honorable.
No, you can't do
you see,
it.
for me, I am an economist. You see, so I'm not coming. So let me quote the figures here. I'm quoting the real figures. In fact, honorable, let me help you. So I will even help you. You see, in 2012, the debt to GDP ratio was actually 48% in 2012, and the dollar equivalent was 19.15 billion.
GDP.
Yeah, in 2012. So now I come into that. So this was before. You see, honorable, because we're using my argument. Let me clear this, please. I gave you some time to listen. You see, so the point I am making is this was when the man who says he wants to reset Ghana had not become president. Now fast forward, when he became president in 2013. It now goes to 56% in 2013. This is with that every-based economy. No, 2013 figure that I'm quoting. I told you that 2012 was 48.
Now, I want viewers to appreciate our point. So, exactly. Can I build my point?
Yeah, so make your point.
So, the point is simple.
Yeah.
When we say your debt as a percentage of GDP, it means that you take the whole GDP, you take the debt, and put the debt on the GDP to see whether the GDP can carry the debts. There's nothing really wrong with borrowing. I'm not like Dr. Bawumia. No.
I agree with you.
And there's nothing wrong with the debt.
I agree with you.
Japan's debt is over 100%. He knows it. US's debt far higher than Ghana. So the debt alone is not enough. You look at where that debt went into. The debt, so maybe you have a debt of 10 billion. The first question asks, what did you use the money for? Such that you do what you call a debt sustainability analysis.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And a debt sustainability analysis looks at one, your tax as a percentage of debt servicing, i.e. the interest and the principal when it matures. When we were leaving office, the debt to GDP was 56%. The debt sustainability analysis was positive. Fast forward, you take office, you start borrowing, we caution you. Dr. Bawumia says we don't read, he knows what he's about, and takes Ghana's GDP to 104 as a debt. So if you were to sell the whole Ghana, including us, when we talk of the value of a country, it includes everything of the country in terms of its final market price. Then you discount it to get a real GDP. We couldn't pay our debt. To an extent that we now held a forum and told the whole international community that we are broke. We can't even service the debt. And you tell me that yours is better. And I mean, everybody watching this program should be asking, what is wrong? You have defaulted. Your debt to GDP is above the roof. You're giving people haircuts. Few bonds that pensioners bought. You can't even pay. And you say you want to upgrade that. You don't want to reset. You want to upgrade that. And that is better than President Mahama's debt to GDP. I mean, where do you make this analysis?
All right.
I mean, where is the honesty? Where is the integrity?
Okay, so I just want to make reference to a video.
Now, let me give you some few figures just to wind up. These are figures
You've wound up
just to Doc. First of all, this one I'll share with you.
Okay, please.
I'll start with this is monetary policy stance. See, Annie, this is Sub-Saharan Africa. Ethiopia, 20%. South Africa, 4 points. Rwanda, 6. Kenya, 6. Mauritius, 6. Ghana, 23.2%.
What is honorable? Since you want to share the data with me.
2024.
No, I'm coming. Yeah, I love it. No, I just need.
This is the budget itself.
Yeah. Okay.
I need some clarification.
Real GDP growth rates, and I can even quote the page for you.
Are you sharing with me?
I'll share with you.
No. I want some clarity. No, I agree. I want some clarity. What is monetary policy rate for Egypt?
No, this from the budget. It's here. Okay. I don't have Egypt. Egypt, I just checked online. Yeah. And your figure is even wrong. Because let me give you.
I spoke about inflation.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. I'll give you the Egypt figure. Egypt,
someone is sharing with you.
Egypt is 25.7. So I don't know where you're going.
Let me give you steers data. I work with steers in South Africa.
I don't want.
No, let me give you steers data. Your assistant has given you false information.
My approach is not to debate on these issues. My approach is to refer to authentic, verifiable data.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying the budget as presented by no.
I'm talking about the Egypt data. The Egypt data is wrong.
Now,
you interjected me aloud. The Egypt data is wrong.
I won't even argue. Egypt can be an outlier.
Because the steers data says otherwise.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, it's gone.
We shouldn't even debate on that because he gives a sub-Saharan African average. And a sub-Saharan African average means that he pulled all the sub-Saharan African countries to get the average. So you can have an outlier. Egypt could be very, very high.
Actually.
But that shouldn't be your yardstick. Why do you want to use Egypt as your yardstick?
You spoke about our peers.
Yes, right? I'm giving you the peers.
But we cannot single out.
You said you are not an economist. You see, when you talk about your peers, when you talk about your peers, it should be those within the top 10 brackets. Those are your peers. Those are the people you compare to.
Your peers are people that you are.
But if we're using the sub-Saharan average, you can't single out.
No.
So let me now real GDP growth rate 2023. Benin 5.5. Is here. As I quote, I can show it to you. Benin. This budget, no me. Yeah. Burkina Faso 4. Cote d'Ivoire 6. Guinea-Bissau 4. Mali 4. Niger 4. Senegal 4. Togo 4. Ghana 1.2.
But what was our actual growth rate in 2023?
It's here in the budget. I'm not saying.
No, but honorable. This is honorable.
I'm quoting the budget.
You said actual growth rate.
There is what we have provisional growth rate. So and there is the actual. Because our actual growth rate was more than 1.2%.
This is budget.
No, but honorable. Is it honorable?
No, let me take
you are the one saying we should do intellectual.
Is it actual or provisional?
No. By the time they are presenting this budget statement, they don't have the actual.
Okay,
so it's the provisional. That's what they
this data. Let's
it's a fact. And just check our growth rate in 2022. 2023. No, check it. No, I won't say.
It's what?
No, you check it.
I mentioned
it. I said it's what?
It's more than 1.2%.
What is it?
I think we did a little over 2%.
Right? Even 2%. Let's agree to 2. No, let's agree to 2. Look at what our peers did. 3.3, 5.2, 5.5, 4.4, 6.2, 4.4, 4.4, 4. Even Gambia 5.6. WAMS, and WAMS is the West African Monetary Zone. That means that they pick all West African countries and put our GDP and strike an average 3.1. It's still better than your 2. So what is this? What is this?
Okay.
Fine. No, the final one is the inflation. It's here, and this is ECOWAS consumer price inflation 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Boss, see, Ghana. Where are we? No. You mentioned it so that.
But you see, this is where I have
42
this is where I have a problem.
5, 6, 1.4. This man, you are coming here to defend.
You should be fair as a moderator. You see,
no, this man.
This is what I want to say. You should be fair as a moderator. When I am quoting figures, you see, when he's quoting figures, look, he says 42. What was our inflationary rate in 2023? End of year inflation. Was it 42%? No. It wasn't.
I'm saying that this is the figure.
So this is the problem I have. These are provisional. Okay? They are not real. No, but honorable, is it, and you just do Google search. You are the moderator.
No, there's no Google search. This is the budget.
Hold on.
No, there's no Google search. When you do that, you are demeaning my integrity here.
No, honorable. But that is a fact. Is it Annie? No, you just wait. Let me just give you the inflationary rate. No, is it Annie? You see, you should be fair as a moderator.
This is called 2024 budget.
I'm sorry.
This is a provisional figure.
You prefer Google
data?
No.
It's not Google data. It's when you Google Ministry of Finance, it will come.
This finance document, Ministry of Finance document.
I am telling that this is a provisional. The time it was honorable.
2023.
By the Finance Ministry.
You see, Annie, honorable is a member of Parliament.
Right.
And I'm asking him here on this show. And I want him to honestly answer my, because he's asked me a question. He asked me about the debt to GDP in 2012. I actually referred to the data and gave him the specific figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was so honest with him as an
up?
academician and told him that the actual figure was 48%. Here on this show.
Yeah.
And I'm also asking him a similar question.
That.
And I expect him, as my colleague academician, to tell me, we should help our viewers. You see, he himself said we have professionals listening to us, and it is very important that we present accurate and factual data. And I am asking him that this is a provisional. Yeah. He should provide actual data, the real, the end of year data, to us. And see whether what he is quoting is what was achieved at the end of the year. That is all I'm saying. Because he challenged me, and I provided the figures for him here on your show.
I get your point.
As of December 2023, the inflation rate was about 23.2%.
Actual.
Worse than all our Western peers.
But what figure did he quote in the provision? He said 42%.
Yes, but
that was at that time.
At the time.
You yourself, when I was talking about provision, you yourself was even doubting that statement.
No, I'm saying.
No, you did. You told me that is what is presented in the budget. Okay. That's something to be a fair moderator. Okay. Are you getting it?
No,
yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
In conclusion,
if he wants to make reference to the budget, is it wrong? Economically, is it wrong?
It's wrong to make reference to provisional data. That is what I'm saying. Because I am speaking to real data. Because he has said that the provisional is 42%. Now, just now, when I threw the challenge to him, he has now admitted the actual rate is 23%.
End of year. Haven't traveled through the year to the end of the year. It's giving you the actual data of 23%.
Inflation.
And it's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
You know the inflation.
Agreed, Annie.
There's a
you are right. You are both. Let's move on.
So because I allowed him to quote budget, I'm being unfair.
You allowed him to quote provisional rate.
It's not provisional.
It's okay.
So hold on.
Annie, you are right. You are right.
Let's establish.
Can I come in? So now you are in his mind.
Hold on.
You are now in his mind. No, but how do you know that? You claim you are not an economist. No, Annie. You see, that's why she doesn't fair moderator. You are not. You are not in his mind. How do you know the purpose that he was quoting the provisional figure?
He was quoting the budget.
It's not even provisional.
But you just mentioned that the actual rate was 23%.
Take your time.
You said it, Your Honor. Please, can you play back the video that he said? Can you play back the video? He said the actual rate is 23%.
This has to do with integrity.
Let me explain. He was quoting
it was not provisional.
Honorable member,
what was the end of year rate?
I'm sorry.
It's not even provisional. You are wrong when you say provisional.
I was comparing end of Annie.
No, hold on.
You now tell me that he was saying it based on this.
No, hold on.
Meaning that you are even in his mind. You know why he was quoting that figure.
The budget.
I hope this is not deliberate. He was
quoting. Hold on. He was quoting the budget, right? And you said the budget is quoting from the figures are provisional.
Yeah.
And so he should give you the actual.
Yes.
So he goes down the year and quotes from December 23%.
They're not even provisional.
And you agree that okay, that's the real figure, right? And I'm saying that even if he was quoting from the budget,
let's establish
provisional, is that wrong to quote?
It's not even provisional.
Wait.
From this provisional.
Wait. The inflationary rate that we have in Ghana, okay, and I'm honorable is an economist, so I would want to have this debate with him. Is our inflationary rate determined by month-on-month or year-on-year inflationary rate? Which one do we use?
There's month-on-month and there's year-on-year.
Yes, but which one do we use in Ghana?
This is year-on-year that he was quoting.
Thank you.
So what is your
case
problem?
closed?
What's the
And
point?
now you
What
can
is
go.
the point?
No,
So
it's
what's
okay. There's no
provisional
point.
about
Case
I don't
closed.
understand.
Yeah, you don't
What's
need to. It's
provisional
fine.
about that?
But I understand. So it's
Doctor, what's
okay.
provisional about that?
And now let's go.
What's the provisional?
And let's go on. He has said it is year on year. So allow it.
We'll be back shortly.